Hi, everybody. Welcome to Marnie's TV Zealous. I'm Denise, and my partner in crime is Mary. Mary.
Hi.
Okay, so today we're here to talk about the Musketeers, show we're kind of in love with.
Oh, yes.
Season 3, Episode 3, Brothers in Arms. And it's a lot going on in this episode. So, Mary, you want to start us off?
Man, under the intrigue at the beginning, you see this man that you don't know, and there's banging on the door of his house, and he's like, I've got to hide these secret things, and put it in his pocket, and he opens the door, and I was like, oh, it's the Musketeers. They're like, the king is summoned for you. You gotta go. And I was like, oh snap, who is this guy? And so then he's like super nervous, throws himself off his horse, trying to figure a way to go back home. But then they take him into this pub, and his purse, wallet thing is stolen. But they have to get him to the king, and oh my goodness, the drama that ensues. Oh, and then you find out that it's the king's brother, and I was just like, no.
I know, I was really shocked that it was his brother.
It was pretty good. It was a really great opening. It's probably one of my favorite openers so far.
Yeah, I would agree with
Yeah.
that. It was really it was awesome. And, you know what? The first time I watched the episode, I did not realize. I thought that he was just making the robbery up because he was crazy and wanted to kill somebody. Because the way he was acting was like he was mentally ill, which I still think he is. So
Yeah, there's something about him. Well, see, about both of the king's brothers, and it's interesting that their names are Gaston and Philippe, which was the bad guy in Beauty and the Beast, and the horse in Beauty and the Beast in the Disney movie. I just wanted to throw that out there. Okay, so anyway,
like, oh my god, where did that come from?
I just realized their names are okay.
No, it's fine. I was just like, where is she going with that?
I'm sorry.
No, you're fine. Okay, so we're where are we in this episode? Okay. Oh, we were talking about the his wallet being stolen.
Yes.
So, like I was saying, at first I thought he was making it up just because he was crazy and wanted to kill some people. But then we find out he really, did have these letters between he and the Duke of. You know what? I can't remember the. Anyway,
Was
between.
it it wasn't Sweden, was it?
No, they were both in France. I thought he said. You know what? I can't remember.
Orleans. Orleans.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. Woo.
And so they were like plotting against the king.
Mm-hmm.
And so, yeah, if they find these letters, it's over for him. Like, so he's like, I need some help. And the king is like, you know what? I need to avenge my brother, do everything to get his purse back. And he's trying his hardest to make a stand and make an example out of people. And he's just like, no, I'm good. We don't need to recover what was stolen. That would have let me know right there that something was up. But I guess the king is really distracted, and we find out later in the episode why.
Yeah. If I could just add one little petty thing, when we find out in the episode that Gaston was in exile and he wasn't allowed in the castle because of his earlier plots against the king to try to take over. So when the king first greets him, he is fully dressed up. He's got on the good wig. He's got on the earring. He's got on the bling, and he's sitting there like, "You may kiss the ring." And I was like,
I was like, thank you. That was on point. He was like, kiss the ring
Yes.
and do that. Bow. Do everything it is that you need to do so you know that I am in charge,
It was,
and I have granted you
yeah,
the,
I loved it. Oh, anyway, I'm sorry. Continue. You were doing so well.
no, that was, when I was watching the episode, I thought that was really funny. So
I
I'm glad you brought it up.
I definitely tweeted about it. I was like, "Uh-oh, King broke out the good earring. Hey."
He's like, hurry up. He's almost here. They put the ring on him. He's like, yeah, what is up? Lord, okay, we like so far off track.
Okay, so then you find out that someone in the pub actually did steal the purse. And that's when you find out that it's not money in it, it's just letters. But the woman who stole it realizes that they're so important that she can't just come forward because she knows that she and her husband will be punished. So I see like it took the whole episode to kind of work through all that information, which made it a good episode and there was a lot that was happening. But I really felt bad for her and for all the people. Like they were just gonna kind of punish everyone who was
Every,
in the pub.
punish everybody just because, the king was trying to prove a point that his brother is back in the fold. But I mean, and in hindsight, like seeing the episode again, I realized she looked guilty all along. Like she was just like, whenever they were talking about it, she was just like, yeah, all sketchy. I'm like, how did I know the first time that it was her?
Yeah, because they were like, and whoever did this, and she's like,
Right, it's
come
me
on,
with a big sign. I don't know.
like I thought this was like number one CSI. Like he should have seen it. Come on. Anyways.
No, Porto should have caught it. He
Oh,
wasn't like following the trail of dirt last time. It was like, yes, this is it.
It was so good though. It was
Yeah, it was. It was awesome.
Porthos the savant. It was so wonderful. But enough about my husband.
Wait, excuse me? Okay. Uh,
So about this episode.
right? Okay, so I thought, okay, so let's talk about the Queen and Marshall, the head of the Red Guard, spying on her. Like she read him, and I was so happy she did because she kind of like takes a lot from them, and just she's tired of them spying on her and reporting back to the king or reporting to the governor and just reporting to everybody about her every little thing she do. Like Constance was just there trying to visit her and see about her friend, and here he is snooping. But I mean, I guess that's what he was ordered to do. And so Constance, well, the queen is, she's like, yeah, you've been at the garrison, I've missed you, I don't have any friends, since the king is basically treating her like crap now. And Constance like, yeah, I'm sorry, I've been busy,
Married and stuff.
Being married and trying to take care of all these people and, reporting to the people that somebody died, whatever the situation may call for. And so the queen asked her about if she was going to, have a baby, with her husband or whatever. And she's like, you know what? I don't think I will because, it's one thing being married to a musketeer and being his wife, and it's another thing being his widow and being, with his child. And I'm like, wait a minute, but you knew all of this going in. So now that I guess did you go in with blinders on? I don't know. It kind of like ticked me off. And you
Mm,
know, Constance, I like Constance on her own, but I don't really like Constance with D'Artagnan. So I don't know. It just kind of ticked me off because I'm like, you knew all of this going in, and
yeah,
so now you don't want to have kids with him. What if he wants? Did you have this conversation with your husband? That you know, you just
right.
declared you're not gonna have these babies, and I don't know. How did you feel about it?
You know, like I feel the same as you. Like I like Constance, but I don't really like. Maybe her arc will turn in this season, but I liked her so much in seasons 1 and 2, and I think it was because she was butting up against the system. She was stuck with a man that she didn't love, and so now they're probably trying to see how they can write for her. Male writers just change women when they get married. And I hope that she doesn't get caught in that little box where she's worried about babies and worried about him dying. He's been fighting for 2 years, like 2 seasons. He's been to war and back. Like, this is life. This is just part of the whole thing. So, I don't know. I kind of thought they just threw that in there, that they didn't really need it. But maybe it's for something else. Like, I'm going to give it a chance. I wasn't too ticked off about it.
Okay, I mean, I guess I don't know. It just bothered me because I'm just like, you knew. I mean, they've been, you
Well,
were in the
it's
thick
so
of it
good.
with them. Like, she was fighting with them. So, you know how dangerous it can be. And she comes and pull out her gun whenever she feels like it.
Thank you.
So, I don't know. But we'll move on.
So, and that's another thing that I liked about this episode. Kind of like when they were talking about immigrants and feminism in season 1, they're kind of bringing these modern problems into the episodes, and this one is about veterans, and so they just decide to arm themselves against the Red Guard with the help of the Musketeers, um, and kind of fight for their innocence, which we all know that they were innocent. And man, like when they tried to bust in that funeral, I was like, oh, it was too much. It was too much. And Aramis stood up and finished the scripture because the other guy was crying. I was a mess. Anyway, but I thought that standoff scene, the shoot off scene where they're trying to sneak in and get Travell and Porthos out, like that was so good. Oh, that whole
That
scene was
was, it
well
really was.
choreographed. The whole thing was so good. Yeah, I really like. That's the Musketeers that I loved about season 1, and they're really bringing it back, and I'm really enjoying this season so far. So I love it.
I agree. I really love that scene as well. I mean, the action has always been great on this show, though. Like, I
Oh,
mean, it's always been awesome and enjoyable and exciting and all of those things. So, um,
so what about the king? You said you want to talk about that part.
oh yes, oh
Yeah.
my gosh. So, Treville and the queen are trying to get the king to see that his brother is just not king material. Like, he's not the heir. Like, you know, he's just not trustworthy. He's just trying to show him that he's not, well, they don't know at this point that he's like, uh, trying to fill his replacement.
Yes. True.
But they're just like, he's not good company.
Hmm.
He's crazy. He's wild. He out killing people. And the queen and Terrell is just not here for that. So he dismisses his wife, and then he kind of confides in Terrell that he needs his brother because he doesn't have long to live. He's got the white plague.
Mm-hmm.
which I mean we now know is like tuberculosis.
Mm-hmm.
And so he's like, I'm not gonna be living too much longer. I need somebody to kind of like take care of my son, until he's old enough to sit on the throne.
Right.
And so he's like, I can't trust a Spanish queen to do it. Well, I don't know if it's so much he can't trust her,
Mm-hmm.
but he doesn't know. Well, yeah, he doesn't know if he can trust her. I mean,
Right.
I feel like he can, but you know,
He's got
he's
too much
trying.
poison. Yeah.
Yeah, and plus she cheated on him, and he knows it. He knows the baby is not even his.
Oh, but it was so beautiful.
He's
Miss.
like,
Oh.
I don't know. I think he's like really skeptical about her. So
Mhm.
I don't know. But yeah, he's sick. How do you feel about that? I was kind of sad.
This is like the Louis that I don't know about. I feel like I've studied a lot more about like French Revolution Louis. And so like this one has been really interesting, like getting to know. Um I I haven't really liked him. I mean, he's like a man boy, like he's supposed to be that way. And so I feel like Ryan Gage plays him really well, but I don't think he's supposed to be that likable. And so I'm kind of like, well, sorry, you know?
It's like, you know what? I don't care. Die. Kind of sad. I think the king is funny. You know what? I, I've said it over and over. He's a man child and he throws fits for no reason.
Oh yeah.
But I like his humor. He
Mhm.
makes me laugh. You
I'm,
know.
yeah, I'm just kind of like, there he goes.
Ah, good riddance.
Oh,
Okay, so while he was making his confession,
yeah.
um, Philippe was in the background ear hustling, like just
Oh,
stopping and
I
getting all
forgot.
the information.
Oh yeah,
I really wonder how that's going to play out.
man.
Because I could see him using this against him.
Well, Philippe doesn't have long either. Lord.
Yeah, you know what? Actually, no, because I'm like, when just him walking around daily, I'm like, oh my God, he ain't going to make it.
Oh. And so, yeah, and his mercenary guy gets him those weird herb things that he takes too much of. I feel like it's an opiate that he's addicted to.
Oh,
Like
yeah.
that's another modern, thing. But yeah, I'm like, yeah, he really needs to get the info and like sneak his way to the top because he's not going to be around much longer either. He's frail, frail children. It's crazy. Was there anything else about the episode that stood out to you?
You know what? I liked Sylvie in the episode.
Oh, that's right, because she was friends with the bartender's wife.
Right. And she was trying to find a place for them to meet, her
Mm-hmm.
little group of misfits.
That's right, because she's still trying to carry on like yeah, that's right. I
Her
forgot.
father's work.
Mm-hmm.
And like I like how she stood up to Aramis when he was questioning her about whether or not she had anything to do with the Duke's purse being taken. And she's like,
Mm-hmm.
excuse me? I have real issues to deal with.
That's right. Yeah, I really like her. Like, oh, she's becoming a favorite. So I love her. I love her.
And then Aramis was trying to flirt with her. And Teddy was like, "No, this is not the time. We ain't trying to save people's lives."
Aramis is the best. I mean, he's in love with the queen. He's got to find someone else to be with because get over it. It's not gonna happen.
Oh yeah, and they had a little moment, and
I
she was kind of like mean to him in the
know.
episode. She
Well,
was
she
like,
was going through it.
"Yeah, she is."
Yeah.
Yeah, they were showing us how much she was going through it because she's like, "I feel lonely," when she was talking to Constance, and I don't have any
Hmm.
friends, and then you see the man that you really love peeking around the corner, and you're like, "Why are you here bothering me?" And my little bit of peace I was trying to hold on to. You know, if I can't see you, like out of sight, out of mind type
Oh
of thing.
Lord, he's not that shallow. So Denise, where can they find you?
Oh Lord, and forever Sam Smith. Oh
I'm
Lord.
house sitting. I don't have my things. Sorry, and I am at simply the worst because that's my character. Um.
Okay, so that's the episode, but I wanted to say
Oh yeah.
tomorrow, well, it may be today because we recorded this pretty late on Monday, so you'll probably be watching it on Tuesday,
All
which
right then.
means that it's Mary's birthday.
Oh, happy birthday to me!
So, if you could tweet at her at Simply the Worst, say happy birthday, let her know, we love her.
Thanks,
That'd be great.
everybody.
Okay, until next time, thanks for watching. If you like our video, hit like, subscribe to our channel. Kind of like have fun trying to have a little family over here.
That's right. Hey, we need each other. That's right.
Okay, guys, bye.